Sometimes the smallest question can hit a person harder than a storm. And that's exactly what happened the night a young woman shivering, exhausted, and too embarrassed to look up softly asked a stranger in a restaurant, "May I have your leftovers, sir?" She had no idea he was a millionaire, and he had no idea she was about to change everything he believed about life. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment to support the channel. Your engagement helps us bring more inspiring stories to you. Welcome to your channel name, where kindness is never wasted. The story begins, Ethan Grayson wasn't the kind of millionaire you'd find on magazine covers. He wasn't flashy. He wasn't loud. He built his tech company with quiet determination and lived life with the efficiency of a machine. His schedule was strict, his expectations high, and his heart, well, lately it felt like it ran on low battery. It was a cold Tuesday night when Ethan walked into a small family-owned diner on the edge of town. It wasn't his usual place. He preferred quiet, upscale restaurants, but tonight he just wanted something simple, something human, something that didn't look like an appointment on his calendar. He ordered a cheeseburger, fries, and black coffee, nothing special. He sat by the window, scrolling through emails, barely tasting the food in front of him. His mind was still inside boardrooms and spreadsheets. He didn't notice her at first, but she noticed him. Across the room, sitting alone in a corner booth, a young woman around 22 clutched her backpack like it was the only thing she owned. Her clothes were clean but worn. Her eyes stayed on the floor except for the moments she looked longingly at the plates carried out by the servers. She wasn't ordering anything. She hadn't even asked for water. She looked hungry in a way that made Ethan's chest tighten when he finally looked up. He didn't know why he kept glancing at her. Maybe because he'd been feeling something similar lately, not hunger for food, but hunger for meaning. A hunger his money couldn't seem to feed. Minutes passed. He finished half his burger and a few fries. He pushed the plate aside, his appetite disappearing. That's when she stood up, slowly, nervously, gripping the strap of her backpack. She took a shaky breath and approached his table. Her voice trembled. "Sir, may I have your leftovers?" Ethan froze. Nobody had ever asked him that before. Nobody had ever needed to. She immediately stepped back. "I'm sorry. You don't have to. I'm sorry." She turned to leave, humiliation written all over her face. "Wait," Ethan said gently. "Please, sit down." She sat across from him but didn't make eye contact. Her fingers were cold, trembling as she reached for the plate. "You can take it," he said softly, "and I can order more." Her throat tightened. "I don't want to be a bother." "You're not," he replied, and for the first time in weeks he put his phone away. The server noticed the situation and quietly brought another full meal on the house. The young woman's eyes widened. Ethan asked her name. "Lily," she said. "Lily Harper." He smiled. "Nice to meet you, Lily." She hesitated before taking her first bite, as if she wasn't sure she was allowed to. And when she finally did, it wasn't dainty or shy. It was the kind of hungry that had known too many empty nights. Ethan didn't stare. He just waited. After a few minutes, she wiped her mouth and whispered, "Thank you. Really. I'll pay you back one day." "You don't have to," he said. "But if you're comfortable, maybe tell me what happened." He expected her to stand and leave. Instead, she swallowed the lump in her throat and opened up. She had moved to the city 6 months earlier, full of hope and carrying acceptance papers to a community college. Her dream was to become a social worker, because someone needs to help the people nobody sees, she said. But dreams need money, and Lily didn't have much of it. She worked 2 part-time jobs until her boss at the grocery store cut her hours and the diner she worked at closed unexpectedly. She fell behind on rent, her roommate moved out, and little by little, the world became heavier. "I've been staying at a shelter," she admitted. "It's safe sometimes, other times not so much. I am trying to keep up with classes. I just need a little longer to get back on my feet." Ethan listened, feeling something inside him shift. He'd built a company on efficiency and logic, but nothing about Lily's story felt like numbers. It felt like real life, raw and unfiltered. "You're incredibly strong," he said softly. She shook her head. "I don't feel strong. I feel tired, and yet you keep going." Her eyes glistened with tears. That was the moment Ethan realized something. In all his years building success, he had never once struggled like this girl had. She had fought battles he couldn't even imagine, and she was still standing, A decision he didn't expect to make. He didn't know what came over him, but the words left his mouth before he even thought them through. "Lily, what if I helped you? With school, with housing, with whatever you need?" She blinked, confused. "Why?" "Because you asked for leftovers," he said. "But what you really deserve is a whole chance." She stared at him like she wasn't sure whether to trust him. "You don't know me. I know you're someone who hasn't given up," he replied, "and that matters." Tears rolled down Lily's cheeks, and she covered her face, embarrassed. Ethan didn't touch her, didn't rush her. He simply waited. "I don't want charity," she whispered. "It's not charity," he said. "It's kindness, and you'll pay it forward one day. I know you will." She nodded slowly, and that was the beginning of something neither of them could have predicted. The next day, Ethan arranged a safe place for Lily to stay, an extended stay motel near her college. He reached out to his charity foundation, one head barely paid attention to before, and created a scholarship under her name. She cried when she saw it. For the first time in years, Ethan felt something warm inside him, something he hadn't felt since his mother passed away. Purpose. Over the next months, Lily flourished. With a warm bed, stable food, and the ability to attend classes without fear, she transformed. Her smile grew more confident. Her shoulders loosened. She laughed more often, something Ethan realized he hadn't done much of either. They met once a week for dinner, not because she needed food, but because they enjoyed each other's company. She told him about her classes, her goals, and the people she wanted to help. "You know," she said once, "you saved me." Ethan shook his head. "You saved yourself. I just cleared the fog so you could see your path again." But Lily wasn't the only one changing. Ethan found himself shifting priorities at work. He spent more time on community programs, homelessness initiatives, and education grants. He met with nonprofit leaders. He listened to stories like Lily's, and each story turned into another reason to keep going. The more he gave, the fuller he felt. 2 years later, Lily walked across the stage in her graduation gown. The loudest applause came from Ethan, standing proudly in the front row. When she delivered her speech as class representative, she began with a sentence that silenced the whole auditorium. "2 years ago, I asked a stranger if I could have his leftovers. I didn't know that small moment would change my life." She scanned the crowd until she found Ethan. "That night, someone chose to see me when I felt invisible. Someone believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. And because of that kindness, I'm standing here today, ready to help others the way he helped me." Ethan's eyes stung, and he didn't care who saw. Lily became a social worker, just like she dreamed. She helped struggling teens, homeless families, and young women who reminded her of who she once was. She never forgot her promise. Every month, she returned to that same diner and paid for 5 meals up front for anyone who needs it, she'd tell the owner. One night, a teenage boy, skinny, scared, and clearly struggling, walked in. He stared at the menu with the same hunger Lily once felt in her bones. She approached gently. "Hey," she said with a soft smile, "are you hungry?" He nodded. "Well," she added, "I've already taken care of your meal. Go ahead, order whatever you want." He froze. "But why?" he asked. Lily's eyes softened. "Because someone did it for me once. Kindness doesn't always come wrapped in grand gestures or perfect timing. Sometimes it begins with a simple, trembling question. "May I have your leftovers, sir?" And sometimes the answer to that question becomes the spark that lights up 2 lives, one receiving help and one rediscovering the meaning of humanity. Ethan thought he was saving Lily that night, but Lily saved him too. She reminded him that money means nothing without purpose, that success feels empty without compassion, and that the tiniest act of kindness can echo for years in the lives of people we never expected to meet. So the next time you feel like you can't make a difference, remember this story. 1 plate of leftovers changed 2 futures. Imagine what your kindness could do. Be gentle, be generous, be human, and remember, kindness is never wasted.